My name is Elana Katz. I am an American conceptual artist, and I'm working primarily in the fields of performance art and photography, and I'm currently based in Berlin. My work generally surrounds an examination of cultural conventions and aims to create an experience of questioning what is assumed in society. My current focus is historically based work called Spaced Memory, and this project concerns itself with sites of Jewish history in Eastern Europe that no longer exist. The history of these places is under-acknowledged, forgotten, and in some cases even concealed, and that happens for a variety of complex reasons that differ largely within each country's history and at each site. I've been working on this project independently for the past 2 years in Romania and Serbia, and I need your help in order to complete my work in these 2 countries specifically. Dust Path is a street action that takes place at a former Jewish hospital in Belgrade, which is currently a Belgrade University building. The patients of this hospital were victims of the gas fan, which was a mobile gas chamber that was produced in Berlin and used during the Holocaust in Belgrade. In this work, I transport the powder from sanded gravestones from Berlin to Belgrade, and I make a path from the main entrance of the building to the street, which references the path that led the hospital patients to their death. And the powder remained at the site as a public installation for several hours and then was eventually washed away by university maintenance. In calling attention to remembrance of the past, I hope to foster sensitivity to the present, to the presence of absence at these given locations, and more generally to the layers of history upon which societies unknowingly live. In Wash Empty, I mopped the site of a former synagogue in Belgrade, which is currently an inactive public basketball court. And I mopped the site for hours on end in an absurd action to communicate the impossibility of cleaning away the regrettable history of the place. This work is also firmly rooted in the present because it generates historical awareness and dialogue in contemporary societies. And in every step of the research and production process, I'm working in collaboration with local Jewish communities and arts communities and individuals who make it possible for me to carry out this research. In Belgrade, for instance, I started to work in collaboration with a nonprofit organization called the Rex Cultural Center, and Rex offers a presentational frame for this project by hosting my performances within their program. The Sevastopol Jewish Cemetery in Bucharest, Romania was destroyed in 1942 by Jewish forced labor. On the same street of this former cemetery, several swastikas were printed on the walls and have remained there for years untouched. So red tape is a street action where I put a frame of red tape around each swastika, trying to stimulate consciousness of the symbols and to provoke some sort of reaction from the public. There was absolutely no response when I did the action, and then the tape remained for days untouched. My interest in this topic began from a very personal place, and no doubt being an American Jew of partially German descent and living in Germany, where I have a great deal of family history but no family, has really cultivated my sensitivity to absence and to the layering of history. But at this point, the work has extended far beyond myself. And it carries a distinct historical significance, as the overwriting of these sites have, whether intentionally or not, effectively erased a testimony of Jewish history.
This
project has so far been a completely financially independent initiative over the past 2 years. So this has been an enormous personal investment, and I have managed to generate a small body of work that's concentrated in the major cities of the countries where I work. But what I produced so far has been extremely limited because I need resources. So the funds that you will help me to raise for the completion of this project will enable me to dedicate a period of several months to research, to travel within Romania and Serbia to find remote sites, to work with an interpreter through this process, and to have the chance to conceptualize and realize site-specific artwork in a responsive manner. The research and production portion of the project will result in a multimedia body of work that will include photography, video, and performance documentation. So through its exhibition and also public artist talks that I've been giving on the project and will continue to give on the project, it will reach an international audience. So I hope that you will consider actively being a part of this work that acknowledges forgotten history, fosters sensitivity to the present through a historical lens, and calls attention to these places where history has fallen silent. Thank you very much for your support.